There's no way.
Incoming!
That tingle?
Speed of light!
Finally. Done.
Incoming! Hey!
Picked the wrong test subject.
You give, you receive.
If only we had some help here. There's no way for this.
Another test.
Get to the chase!
I got carried. Finally.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Replace my hammer.
Speed of light! Hey! I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
What a lucky day!
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink!
The fairy! Finally, No.
Incoming! Hey!
Let's get down to business!
I'm going in! Speed of light!
Finally,
Rain cutter! Incoming! Hey!
Light blade! To the fairy!
Don't blink!
Finally, No.
That's everything. On to the next. Motion to compel! Breath of the flame! Cut to the chase! That's everything. light!
The more, the merrier.
Blink! Hey!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Over here! Nowhere to hide.
Over here!
Don't blink!
The more, the merrier.
Incoming!
Let me amuse my existence. Shine longer.
Speed of light! Hey!
The insolent
Don't
shall
blink.
be punished.
Cut to the chase!
Let me leave you a
Speed of light!
Impertinent fool. Be gone! This body belongs to ice and snow.
Incoming!
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be...
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh...
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small...
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon get that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here. Then you...
I'm sure you'll do great.
See, where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden after...
Precisely. It's much. The children are desperate for you to take.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt Decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different bird. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk. Truth be told,
Seems like he's a well-respected...
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? I It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a quest true. But that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever in the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then...
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't... But if you can't remember... Oh! Maybe if you just...
Oh, that reminds...
I keep...
Oh, yes! Yes, you do!
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving...
If you don't mind, we...
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we... Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine. So this is the omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color, but anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of... Speed of light! Incoming! Speed of light.
Incinerate!
Somewhere that the soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe it must be something It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So the reason but he's been here for 30 years! Oh, guess they didn't... Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamu... But I have no still. It's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, love, regret, everything I felt for her. No. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her fate, it's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hate. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, although... What if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is... Thank you both for helping me reconnect. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, that certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an...
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like... Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see...
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supply, my own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that...
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain things every month. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have...
Huh. He seems to be telling the... But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods, we really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down. You demand!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
With sword comes shadow.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit...
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we... But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the...
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross.
Yes.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Or perhaps there's... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to...
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they need. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after... So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all, and no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody if you ask me, of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was... As for why he chose to spend... If you're still curious, why don't you... I see. That most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the...
Sword?
Oh, I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to... In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its... Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll eat... Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill...
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of commodity. Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh,
At least we now know where the emergency provisions were coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything. What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I... Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my... I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the... What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hill. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need, and look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my... I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another troubled... When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all and fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul. third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you... Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami, but if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's the...
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's...
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with blood. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his... Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Surprise.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be...
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even... unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe...
excuse me? We're the ones asking the question, and what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like...
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before... I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no, but Domon was different. The first thing he did when Sensei scolded him. I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training, and only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since... He was consumed by his singular...
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that of all the disciples, I was the most... Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately after that I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfect. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism...
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the... Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not I must leave now, but we will...
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve...
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two. Incoming! Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junya was so excited. She has a real... Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he fought as one who is thrown into the sea. As for what has triggered this change...
Stripped of his ambition? But
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled in rage. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady Yai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest sword master in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain...
Poor sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. It's been so long now that I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold... Now I know that, but that is no reason...
But what if one day, the same thing, I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. So, you are not in this...
I'm sorry to have... I no longer have... But as your... This is my promise.
You can count on that, but I am now used to the life of a wanderer. Well,
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what... We can come back to it another time.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Narukami, please.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Protection of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
In adventuring, as in business.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. Incoming! Impertinent fool! Be gone! Take 5. I'll take over.
Prepare yourself.
Don't blink! Blows through me! Out of my sight! Don't blink! Speed of light! Cut to the nowhere to hide! This is Her Majesty's gift! Don't blink! Winter!
Can't run from death.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned. Speed of light! Bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, cut to the chase. Yeah, don't blink. In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Hey!
Futile! Nowhere to run! Surrender! Nowhere to run!
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Be still.
Speed of light! Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. Body and mind. No, my sword! Keep at Don't blink!
Guilty!
Speed of light!
You stay condemned!
Right idea. Wrong time.
Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind.
Great weather for practicing martial arts, but perfect weather for reading. Hey, what's that ridiculous look for? You look as if you're trying to decipher some strange text written on my forehead.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
my
publishing
gosh.
house has released
Wow.
numerous works that lay out military strategy
Luck
in a simple
can swing
and
the
pragmatic
results of
way.
a single game,
Those are my favorite.
but it's bound to run out sooner or later.
Here comes the catch.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there. Incoming! Good!
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Don't blink! Hey!
Hold the line!
Narukami Island is up ahead. You cannot pass without a permit.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Narukami Island is up ahead. Narukami Island is up ahead. You cannot pass without a permit.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just
Keep away. I gave up the.
As you can see, Domon has
Lady Ai, this is nothing. I'm sorry, but. Yes, unable to cope with as one who is. As for what has triggered.
Stripped of his.
Your school practice, stillness of mind. There was once. Then. Lady Ai, it requires one to take only a deep commit when that ambition dis. Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that... Did he follow us the whole way?
Ansai, you're here.
You're right to us. It's been so... I don't think most... Now I know that... But that is no reason...
But what if one day I put everything... If there's a...
Have you asked them what...
Sensei, I can't know what I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is... So... You are not in this...
I'm sorry to have made... I no longer have... But as your son... This is my promise.
You can count on... But I am... Well...
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler?
So, the wind that blew for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Ai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Body and mind.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, short of getting them their visions back. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out? Wait a second.
Oh, Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is...
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Back to the matter at hand. You... Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rain. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate.
Oh, Paimon!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. Most of she inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusive. Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree, they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a... The issue is this. For the vast... After all, because of this, the...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in a...
Resistance? You mean...
Yes. Many who have lost are to say a little more about Sangha, but I do wonder what...
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms...
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for example, by providing vision bearers with safe
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make...
Don't underestimate the talents of the crafts. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who is providing us with counterfeit...
Darn!
Yes. We knew exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's when you are ready...
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt, believe me, you're not the first.
Can't you make it...
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things...
Psst!
Hey!
Huh?
Come on! This way!
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh! Quiet! Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do—
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stepped—
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now—
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimoni—
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of—
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction.
Stop it, Hanjiro. As for thanking me, his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even
Yes, Master Masakatsu.
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of— So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team!
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source! Seems we've—
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out! Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as I certainly wouldn't want— We should—
You sure?
Yes, you too. Speed of light.
Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Show me what you've got!
Don't blink!
Ow! Everybody stand back! Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
I've been bested.
Who goes there?
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Take this!
Boom boom! Speed of light!
Soldier!
Teach me a lesson.
Get them!
Cut to the chase!
I dare you! Show me what you've got!
Going in! Yeah! Don't blink!
I won't forget this. Allow draw. Strike first.
Nowhere to hide!
I need to train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson. Show me what you've got. Don't hold back.
Incoming! Let me weave you a break. Speed of light!
I must withdraw. I dare you.
Motion
Watch
to
your
compel! Breath of the flame! Don't blink!
Clear cut. A word.
With sword comes shadow!
I've been bested.
Speed of light! Incoming! Hey!
I need to train harder.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide! Speed of light!
I must withdraw.
Don't blink! Hey! speed of light.
Must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours...
Locking...
Oh no! Those Tenryou...
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Yoimiya, when did you get back?
I can't bear to walk...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan.
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryou Commission itself.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, this search...
Yoimiya, are you...
Who is that? Quick, go and invest...
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. Hey, don't worry, I've got us covered.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fire...
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract...
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to...
Yoimiya, this is...
Well, fireworks are my craft after...
Look, the coast is clear! Now they're...
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before he's in serious condition, be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered...
well...
Leave.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirm.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for... It seems as though there are some okay people. How about we go tell Ayaka...
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is all in her eyes. Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the if our true motives were ever...
True. Though if you ask me, we are now one step... You're turning out to be even...
Indeed, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission and the number of samurai out enforcing...
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it had...
Being in a Toma, what would...
I'd say a celebratory feat. Funny enough...
A hot pot game?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add... Then we take it in turns to close our... Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal... Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. Let's see what we've got here. Nice! Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. This was possible.
You can say that again.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. Even with a traveler's
But weren't you the one boiling cakes in hot pot?
I must apologize.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I feel like a new...
You know, Toma, I had...
Perhaps I did. I think my luck is... So without further...
Oh, bruh.
Good effort, team.
Yes. And with the extra time?
Let's all take some... Downtime is hard to come by. I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma. Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon! Hold on!
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to... But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission.
Individual request?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to. A few days ago, She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintance. So, according to the notebook...
Paimon thinks it sounds like a...
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Please keep everything I have told you in strict The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from... Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just treat us to some delicious food, and we'll be more than happy.
Wonderful. In fact...
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all.
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then?
All right. promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere.
No, what made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and— Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is—
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion?
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato, with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura.
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for—
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see.
It could be—
Oh, it's a very fun— Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this—
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura textiles and kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem based on the design. As you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict— In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry— But of course, where our customers—
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silks?
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold of—
You could try the internet. The only thing is—
Huh. So even just getting— Wait! The International Trade Association? That's Karisu's—
It looks— Thank you ever so much. We will be back— Oh, in the meantime, I have one other—
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited—
Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association. This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to... Doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around.
Looks like we found him. Mr. Karisu, are you all right?
Oh!
Better than you it.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you. Thanks again for your help.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now?
Well, it's embarrassing to—
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of— We imported a big batch recently.
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo.
Anyway, there doesn't—
I am afraid I can't—
Of course, I would never.
Huh?
Yes. I do so not with that aside. Given your position—
We will, but, what if someone high up in the
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's...
Mr. Kurisu.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime.
All right.
Why in the world can't I use my permanent?
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground. What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
You give, you receive.
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch? You must be
Why you?
Why wouldn't I? You trade us those... Look at that. Face it. This is Inazuma.
You are despicable.
Hey! I just had an idea. Since you came all this way...
Business?
Pay up.
Wait, Mr. Kurisu.
But...
I trust you remember our...
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well
It's a lucky day.
Unthinkable!
Say no more! Finally, to the ferry.
Take flight! Yeah!
More! Finally, let's get down to business.
That tingle?
Boom!
Jab and cross.
Everybody stand back!
That tingle?
Yeah! Unthinkable!
Light blade!
Whirling snow! Yeah! Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
The ferry!
Yeah! Take flight! Whirling snow!
Finally,
Well, that's resolved then.
No, please, It was nothing. I was simply doing my duty.
Miss Kamisato! Traveler! Are you hurt?
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe your stolen goods should all be here.
Thank you.
You'd best do it.
6, 8, 10. Yep, it's all here.
Great! Now we can finally buy some silk.
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk here?
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Paimon thinks we're—
I honestly can't. Please, say no more.
Thank you, good sir. How much do I owe you?
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask—
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with. And as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional. Please, sell your wares to me at the price you would sell them to any other customer. There is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today, did it?
Thank you, I'm...
Very well.
See you then!
Traveler, thank you for stepping—
But how come those
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today, the better.
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like Kurisu. It really shows what a great person you are.
Oh, your praise is quite unwarranted. I admit that it did feel I guess that deep down, I don't— sorry, I'm getting off topic. Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give—
Okay!
Welcome back! So, any luck at the International Trade Association?
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news! I just need to go.
They better all be there!
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you, too. It's just, I wasn't sure how— Oh, are you sure? That's impressive.
More like— But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits. Just what is that supposed to mean? They make them in whatever size the customer asks for.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. Well, if you're sure, as you wish. Something else I've been wondering is—
It's so true. Some people like to—
Really? So there is— So fat—
Wait! So you want to dress—
No, of course not. I would very much like to travel across the 7 nations and see how people live.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Thank you.
Fortunately not.
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total, that'll be this much.
Here you go. Is it possible?
Well, luckily, until then, I'm sure you'll find—
Good idea! Let's check out the whole—
For our next stop, I'd like to take you—
Food? Oh,
I picked the I thought that the Shall we head off?
Yep. Paimon Kip! It's one of those street side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Welcome! Oh, Miss Kiminami, how do you do?
Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was for... well, right now.
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
Excellent. No problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting. Traveler, tiny customer, please wait here for a moment while I prepare your food.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily. It's nothing of that sort. I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
She sure left in a hurry. Whatever it is,
So you two are Miss Kamisato. Over the years, we've been in Miss Kamisato and her table book.
The first time.
Sure does. And I'm probably cross.
How is that pop?
That's what I used to think. Nobody in the neighborhood, but that's just it. So you see, on paper.
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax, enjoy your meal, and please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka!
I'm so sorry, Traveler. Could you join me over there? I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away.
Oh, so that loud noise.
As you can see, this whole
Right! If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Actually, I wanted to cook. My mother mentioned, so I thought...
A dish from overseas? If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
That's what I was thinking. You must have picked up a lot of... Can I leave you to finish this task? Great. But...
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose! Pizza!
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings.
That does sound pretty...
Speak to President Sung. I'm just
Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza ready?
Don't blink! Hey!
Please speak.
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Please speak to President Sung. I'm just... Please speak to President Sung. I'm just a helper.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Please
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza ready?
Oh, It's ready!
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, Traveler. I would love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the...
Great.
How are you all doing?
Whoa. Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the Traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing.
Oh, could you?
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. Traveler, you're the best! I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant whenever you're ready. The food will be waiting for you.
You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free. You're a wonderful person. I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to be friends with someone of such fine character. Well, you should probably write down the recipe now, no?
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients. Correct. Right. Now to add the next couple of ingredients. Now for the cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at high heat and cooked until golden brown. Alright, it's done! Long may our reputations and our recipes precede us wherever we go in Inazuma.
I have no doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Cool! Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami pronto!
Please speak to President Song.
Hey! Have you written out the recipe?
Here it is.
Thank you! Wowie! This is so exciting. I want to make it right away.
Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
No problem! Food always tastes better when you've worked up an appetite.
All right, let's dig in before it gets cold. Well, what do you think? Is Inazuman cuisine to your liking?
It's amazing!
Good. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you? And did she, say anything about me?
She did, but don't worry.
She's happy? Oh. What does it matter? I know just as...
Hey, it's not you.
Thank you for your comfort. It's all true, though. Most of the time, I'm either accompanied by...
Exactly!
Aw, thank you. Excuse...
Hey now, expressing your feelings is the right thing to do.
I agree. So, I just want to say...
Of course we do. That's all always been our style. If friendship can go a...
Yes. I think friendship is an extremely precious...
while we're...
Well, I think I have an... I think that's Tsubaki.
A fox?
Yes. Even my mother and fox envoys are nothing new. You must have met Kuji Yae before. That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys...
Whoa! So... well, before... all kinds of...
Really? So Liyue...
You should come visit Liyue with...
Really? I would... Speaking of delicate...
Oh,
excellent.
Speak to President Song. I'm just ahead.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you. Oh, and the other item we discussed? That's ready too.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It is a beautiful piece of clothing, and it was a pleasure to work on. See you again next time.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Whoa.
It's a hairpin in the style. I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. I'm glad you like it.
Speaking of white hair... Alright, well, time to go meet...
You give, you receive.
transcendent being lives.
I'm asking myself the same question. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about, but since we're here...
Yeah, Mix. So,
Let me think. A crane brings one fresh flower.
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would do...
I have a feeling that it could... Let's get a little closer.
Good idea.
Speed of light.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything? Yeah. Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint. Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Incoming! Hey!
Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
book says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.